Hello, and welcome to Quest and Chaos. We are continuing our playthrough of Light of Xaryxis. And speaking of we have some abominable astral adventurers.
Ooh.
Say ahoy, astral adventurers.
Ahoy, astral adventurers.
Dang, I think we're starting to get some harmonies going in.
Next time we'll sing it. Yeah.
Yeah. Shanty style.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Taking us into our recap. Last time on Light of Xaryxis, our heroes continued a pitched fight against the Rhaegar Hastane. And after they split themselves off with their sibling, and Undar using a very well-timed turn.
It was called Channel Divinity, Abjure the Extraplanar.
Abjure the Extraplanar, they were able to shunt away the aesthetic that was attempting to crush and destroy their ship. They were quickly able to defeat Hastane's sibling, in which doing so, they realized that they could take some time because Starbow and the Second Wind would need some time to recharge after a psychic scream disrupted their mental capabilities. They reconvened at Topola's, presenting the gift of Big Mama's carcass, in which return she gave the Wild Space Orrery as well as a place to rest up and stay. You learned some things about each other, have a sneaking suspicion about the handmaiden of the princess, and in leaving, the sneaking suspicion of the handmaiden of the princess. Mm-hmm. And as you were all leaving, Bayron offered Coppola a seed of thanks and gratitude for presenting a different vision to his eyes. Mm-hmm. You all pressed onward using the Wild Space Orrery to press into the outer bubble of wild space and entered the liminal space between neither wild space nor astral sea. But here within this orange and green red space, you were greeted by a destructive wasteland of ships, of cargo, of dead bodies. And as one of them bumped into your ship, it woke up and it's like, please, wait. And you invited Gaston, the vampirate, much to Crux's chagrin, onto the boat. And he let you all know that his captain, Grimzod Garganhale, was in fact the captain of this fleet and met a destructive defeat at the hands of the Xaryxian Empire. And as you all pressed further towards the Astral Sea, going past another nebulae cloud, you see a shimmer that faded away, and there before you a ghostly-esque ship, the Last Breath, and hanging on there ever the Jack Sparrow, looking at you with a metal mask, flowing platinum hair, and dead eyes. Oh, and I forgot to mention, no left hand, except for the one that joined him on his shoulder, is Grimzod Garganhale, who asks if he can please be invited. Just say please. Be invited onto your ship to speak as, to make some plans. As it seems you are not friends of the Empire as well. And that is where we find ourselves. The boarding plank has been laid. Garganhale and his crew of vampirates, you do see in the back over there, just this hulking zombie ogre, just slack-jawed, and whatever saliva it is able to produce, just drip, drip. And Garganhale says, and this is the crew of the Last Breath, and I see this is the crew of, looks down at the name, the Second Wind. A pleasure to meet you all.
It's kind of a fitting, wind, breath.
Yeah,
second, last, kind of nice.
Yeah.
I see you are an appreciator of wordplay.
I do love a
So, may I come aboard so we can talk?
Okay. So maybe just. I'm just asking.
What if we go on? What if we go on your ship?
Is there a any type of, I don't know, like an asteroid of some kind or floating rock that we might?
None here.
The Commodore is the only one who would be appropriate to offer such invitation, but perhaps we could board your ship to discuss things. Or, I mean, Commodore.
What is it that you need to discuss with us?
Well, if you are friends of us, that means you are against the Empire. Or if you're against the Empire, you're a friend of us.
It's been out here way too long.
He has to talk to anybody else in a while.
I mean, that logic makes sense to me, but
What would you want to discuss with us that we cannot discuss across?
Well, I would love to hear what your plans are. As you can see, I am the last remaining ship of my crew, and I would love to take on more of you all within our ranks, so that way we can make a strike at the Xaryxian Empire.
There is a planet that is currently in the process of being harvested.
Yes.
And we are going to stop that from happening.
Well, that is fantastic. That is a fantastic, noble mission. I can see myself in your eyes.
And under my command. Yes, hello.
You hear behind you just Commodore Crux being like, "Good ambition, boy. Good ambition. How about this? We'll give Captain Garganhale, and only Captain Garganhale, the invitation to cross. And we will see what we can find out. Some parlay, if you will."
I love a parlay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, some fruit, some granola. So good. Yes.
Enjoyable.
Fine.
Well then, just so that I'm making sure that Gaston there isn't a prisoner, may we trade Gaston for me?
Oh, yeah. Gaston is free to go.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, you guys...
Yeah. No, if you
and-
want to go back to your ship, we're not
thank you,
keeping you
and
here.
thank
You're not a hostage.
Yeah,
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, your
It's
nails
nice
look beautiful.
Thanks.
Beautiful.
You're beautiful.
Burning blushes.
You're scary, but beautiful.
Yeah.
Garganhale makes the walk across first, and then Gaston goes across. Now then, crew, I'll be back. Shall we go into your war room and make discussions?
We retract the plank to your. I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, you got a war room, Crux?
Yeah, you guys... Did anyone not... I thought you said you... Yeah, it's down below. And
I was mostly focused on the bathroom.
That was the war room.
yeah.
There has been a battle in there.
To the captains, like, while in there, refrain from pressing any buttons on the wall. Especially 3, 2, or 5
I forgot
times.
what I said.
Yeah.
So it's
It was changed for the other one.
Yeah,
That's why I was
yeah.
confusing. I think 1 is good, 2 is bad, 3 is very, very bad. 4 is...
No.
5 was the... we don't know.
we don't know.
Yeah, it's a mystery.
What happened to neutral?
I know. I don't
I
think
think
there was
neutral's
2.
one.
Oh, is
or
it?
2, yeah.
Let's try it.
Just get in, head 'em off.
I mean, yeah, did no one else, like, purview the ship? Like, we have a lot of rooms down below. There's 2 other decks below.
Yeah, give us the tour.
Oh, my goodness, I was just so ready and set for adventure, I forgot to give you a tour. Goodness gracious, Belinda, you must remind me to be more hospitable to our guests.
He's talking to Belinda.
As the Spelljammer, would I just innately know?
Oh, yes.
Because
you were able to get the full blueprint of the ship as you connected via the Spelljammer helm.
Are there parts of the ship that I know or more familiar with than even the Commodore is not familiar with?
Oh.
I would say you get the blueprint of the ship.
Okay.
So you see the rooms as they're listed, or not listed out, but you know their arrangement and all that.
Okay.
You know all the fire is
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
There's a fire. Please follow Aaron. So Commodore takes you through. This is our first quarter, and then the second quarter, and if you go into this room, oh goodness gracious, I haven't cleaned it so. That's new. Closes the door. And this is Mr. Filch's room, who's just embroidering. He's like, okay, can I? Thank you, Commodore. This is your rooms that you have yet to sleep in.
Yeah.
We've just been on the deck the whole time, yeah.
Didn't know we had rooms.
I didn't either.
Oh, you didn't immediately go downstairs and find the best quarters?
Yeah.
That's what I did. I didn't look for a war room, but I did find the best.
This one's Emma's room, as you can see. That's my room.
Oh, well, you didn't have any stuff in there, so I guess it's kind of a finders keepers.
Okay, well, I hope you enjoy the extra large bed.
I do. It's great.
And you see this guy, he's got a big frame. It's not ready for a cot. Okay, no, it's fine. Be hospitable. You see another room in which Zalorum has already made herself at home. Just hello, okay. Bye. Closes the door. And then you are brought into the war room, which has a nice table with a few seats. At which point, Crux offers for you all to sit. Garganhale sits as well. But yes, Garganhale takes a seat. What is taking action against the Empire? What is the plan?
Well,
Have we?
Well, what was your plan? Because clearly that plan did not work out.
We want to make sure.
Not being shitty, just just trying to be
so flat.
I would like to know what your plan was, because
We won't do that one.
we won't. Exactly.
With his metal mask, you can't see the twitching of his mouth, but you can see his slight downward gaze with his eyes. Well, we were making attacks against the Empire. Skirmishes, guerrilla warfare.
12 ships.
12 ships. And we were doing quite well, but then the Admiral of the Xaryxian Empire, which you would know, Admiral Vale. We did not.
The next?
Oh, Admiral It's silent. Yeah.
With an X. No, VAEL. Standard spelling.
Right.
Standard spelling.
Okay.
Interesting. But yes, we did not realize we were attacking her armada, and we were quickly waylaid. With our information was told that it would be just a smaller shipping vessel, but
How long ago was this?
a few weeks ago.
And your ship's the last one?
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. That's rough.
Thank you.
How many crew did you lose?
Well, other than what you said there on the plank, or on the deck of my ship, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 10 of us, 11 including myself.
Well, Francois is still floating out there. So.
Oh, Francois is... Oh, he's still out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's not that. He's look, there he goes. And just out the window, he just.
Captain!
Somebody's a really good
He keeps bouncing off of our boat and we keep missing him. We'll get him. We'll get him.
We'll get him a run.
Next time, Rod.
The Empire. They are not all good.
I mean, undoubtedly, yes.
Especially,
Maybe not all bad.
yes, especially Prince.
Yeah. I'm like trying to stay as much out of this as possible, even though at so many points I just want to beam with pride from the fleet and the tactics that are what we've employed to like draw out pirates.
To beat the dickens out of these vampires,
Prince, what is it?
Zealot.
Prince Zealot is, I would say, over-ambitious in his badness, evilness, not goodness. I don't know the word.
A plain short-sightedness.
Yes, he is the one who is doomed our planet. I believe so. We understand that there are others who are looking for opportunities that do not involve, the destruction of other planets and systems and people. And so we think that they are attempting to feed their star, their god. So if there is a way to feed their star, their god, that does not involve the murder and killing of others, perhaps they could be convinced that is the way to go.
And who would be leading this initiative of alternative energy source?
From the rumors that we have overheard, it is the princess, the sister of Zealot.
Interesting.
And at that moment, he can't help himself. Like, all stars burn bright. Hail, princess. Kind of making this connection like, oh, I have picked a side within that royalty. Princess Adeli.
Fascinating.
Whoops.
Look, we're maybe not all. We all are working together, and we all want the same thing. I think
Mostly. Enough to keep us functioning, if that makes sense.
we have different relationships with the Empire. Some of us more positive than others.
Well then, let's start with you. What is your relationship to the Empire?
I don't know. They've taken a lot from me.
And they've taken a lot from a lot of people. What makes you so special?
I never said I was special.
Well, I mean, like, usually when one tries to take on the Empire, they do a little bit more than just 6 people.
Oh, well, I mean, I've got skill sets for sure. Yeah. I mean, I think I'm pretty good with mechanics, and I can suit up and punch people really hard, and what about you? Huh? You all your ships and everything get destroyed. I feel like we're on the same side. Why are you interrogating me?
Well, I just want to know who I will be teaming up with. You do realize, yes, I've suffered a great loss, and I want to make sure that what I bring onto my team is not going to lose me anymore. And you right now seem like a interesting asset or a detrimental holding.
I'd say the same for you.
How so?
We have all come here together. You are the only one boarded from the other ship. Clearly, it is to your behest to convince us that you're willing to join us on this crusade, not the other way around.
I mean, here's the thing. I've been doing what I've been doing. I have yet to hear what you are actually going to do. What's your plan? What are you going to do to strike at the heart of the Empire? What are you going to do to thwart them? I'm just hearing facts and information, but what is the plan?
The captain does bring up a very good point. Up until this point, I am still a little muddled on my primary function and directive.
Well, we've had a little bit of a struggle getting our business together. We have really just started out on our adventure. Our goals at this point, we're working off of some information that we might be able to assist the princess in her endeavors.
So if you found the princess, you would be able to enact some plans.
Yes. We're aware that she has some ideas about how to find alternative energy sources, which I think would be a better use of all of our skill sets than, say, attacking the prince or something like that.
Okay. Where's the princess?
That is a good question. The Rock of Brawl was, I believe there was an attack on her ship from the prince. The prince attacked the princess near the Rock of Brawl, which we had to escape because we were on the run from the prince's men.
Okay.
And we have just basically been escaping that and attempting to get to deep doom space.
Sits up in his chair. Doom space. Now, what is in doom space?
Warwick Blastimoff's in Doom Space.
Who's that?
Look towards. I feel like all of our heads just look at.
He is a gift of quite renown.
Yes. My comrade Warwick Blastimoff. I sent him off to look for allies and get a coalition going, if you will, of like-minded folks to take strike at the Empire, as we have also lost many forces like you, Captain Garganhale, and we are trying to rebuild our forces.
Yes, a rebel alliance, if you will.
Yes.
Resistance.
Against
Resistance.
the Empire.
Yes, good name. So, the Resistance. Okay, so I'm hearing two plans. Join up with this coalition, this Resistance, and finding the princess.
These two things go together. You can see we aren't the most heavily staffed at the moment. In order to set out for a search party, we need to go get more people. We are on our way to go get more people so that we can find the princess.
I see.
It's part A, part B. There will be many more letters in this plan, but it's a start.
Okay. How about this? We join forces. One of us has to lead this group. Either me or Commodore here. And personally, potentially selfishly, I'm going to choose myself. Because why not? But I could also always use some help. And if there is greater forces in Doom Space, I wouldn't mind letting them fly under my flag.
Well, perhaps we should, MD8's going to turn to these three here. Perhaps we should use the tradition that was bestowed upon your people. in order to
Literally what I was thinking.
discover who should maintain control of this new vessel and your vessel. It is something called arm wrestling.
Yes.
In which
Very traditional.
the stronger person wins and takes control.
Okay.
This is
It's,
prison rules. Yeah.
It's a sign of valor and courage
Correct.
and camaraderie and
Yes.
integrity. And
I would also in
Got any
sense
more?
of honesty. Would you lead this coalition? Would it be based on fear that you might eat someone, or would it be more?
God, no.
Yeah.
We are pirates, but we have a code. Number 1, we do not eat each other. Granted, most of mine are of the undead, but if you were to join our crew, that is rule number 1.
Is that it really written as rule number 1?
Yes.
Can we see it?
Pirate code. Grimzard Garganhale expects those under his command to abide by the following
Oh, for real?
rules. Article 1, do not eat each other.
Well, that is
That
actually
is a really-
very reassuring.
So
Yeah.
weird that we brought it up specifically.
I mean, that's the
It
thing.
must have happened a lot before. This code was installed.
Yeah.
You learn as you go along, okay?
Someone had to
Everything's
do
a
it.
work in progress, and when you first start a crew, when you start eating the crew, that becomes a problem because then you don't have
as much crew.
Yeah. Word gets around.
Yeah.
So-
we have other rules.
Do you mind reading a few more of these rules for us?
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Article number 2. As you can tell, we are mostly undead, so no hymns, please. Only secular music.
Is this really in the module? I love this. That's fun.
Only secular music. Anything that is holy does kind of sound like needles in our brains, so we appreciate no hymns.
No, make sure his top button is just buttoned up a little bit. Yep.
That's like
Article 3, no cowardice. Anyone who runs away or decides to leave battle in a way that is not tactically sound will be marooned or abandoned.
That's fair.
Um,
I don't think you need to worry about running away with this group.
Gosh, you two
Run
are
towards.
so perceptive. MD8 and Ema at the mention of
Uh-huh.
cowardice. You see Crux just kind of lower his head.
Well, I think everyone probably.
And, we like to keep it simple. The more articles you have, the more people tend to forget. So we just have a 4th one. No conflicts aboard the ship. It really does create a tense environment. If you wish to have an argument, you must take it onto land where you can dispute it out. But otherwise, we try to work as best as we can.
MD8's eyes kind of like, at the mention of Article 4, kind of like eyebrows will raise a little bit. And, Lieutenant, I believe that we should join this Captain Guggenheim.
I appreciate the attempt, automaton. Garganhale.
Garganhale.
But,
The mediation robot.
You just hear go.
When you hit the Walkman too hard.
Yeah.
It's like smack, smack.
Yeah. I'm going to have to say Garganhale.
Garganhale.
But I do believe we should join Garganhale. It does sound like a inspiring environment. However, we don't know who shall lead this new group. Because according,
to tradition.
Article
tradition.
1.
I mean,
Well, again, it was mentioned that there are sort of 2 paths. So if we are able to team up and then split, and we can cover more ground or space, if you will.
Divide and conquer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or divide and free as well.
You say GIF, I say GIF.
yipes.
Well, this all sounds wonderful. Why don't you, with this conversation, a group charisma check of a 15. You need at least half of you to make it there.
Oh, I almost got it. I have a -1. I rolled a 15.
15.
8.
Okay.
5.
Oh no.
Let's see if Cruxy can help.
Come on,
The coward?
Cruxy.
Crux the coward?
Okay.
He rolled a 20.
Thank you, Roxy.
Thanks, Crux.
Very well. I appreciate this automaton's appreciation for rules. I mean, can't operate on no rules.
Agreed.
Here's the thing. I like you. I really do. So, I will help you. Not asking anything in return, truly. And all I ask is that we really do stick it to the Empire.
Can we stick it more to the prince's
We
Side of the Empire.
Oh, the princess's side. I mean, sure, I need to speak to her myself. Otherwise, if what you are basing your suspicions on for her is rumors, if she turns out to be a homicidal maniac like her brother, I will shoot her.
Same.
That seems fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll punch her, you know.
Yeah.
We could probably resolve it without that, but
Sure.
Sometimes you get to sit at the table.
We'll try.
Sometimes you get to sit at a table and just have nice conversation. Other times,
people get eaten.
people get eaten, people get shot, people get stabbed. Anyway, well, since we're now joining crew, I guess I should introduce mine to yours to mine.
Yeah. That ogre seemed like a fun time. Cool guy. I don't know where I was going with that.
You would. I mean, it's true. I mean, when the music starts happening again, secular.
No,
music.
yeah.
When secular music starts playing, his yodeling is quite lovely. In fact, really quite
Okay.
amazing for a zombie ogre.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, let's get over there. And you guys look out of this backside window, and you see Garganhale's ship floating away. And as you see that happening, you turn around and you see Mr. Filch standing there in the doorway. His eyes rolled back into his head, and his mouth opens, and a voice you have never heard before starts speaking, saying, "Captain Garganhale, you have failed us one too many times, and failed the mission that we first set out. We shall leave you here and join with these new friends of yours. But we, and I, the new captain of the Last Breath, shall take our leave." And you watch as this spirit comes out of Mr. Filch, goes down into the floorboards, and you can see the spectral form flying off towards the ship.
Was it cast on?
I guess
No,
not.
it was just a ghost
Oh.
that you've not. When the spectral form
Somebody-
came out, you did see a tiefling-esque appearance as the wisp goes back to the ship.
Oh.
Damn. I was not expecting a mutiny.
Who was?
That's how they get you.
That's-
It was,
Yeah.
I mean, as far as mutinies go, it was pretty gentle.
Yeah.
Like, usually it's more like,
You're still here.
yeah, you're alive.
They're a lot more
You're not like,
stabby.
you know, marooned.
Yeah, here's the thing. There's some weapons on there
I
that
was
would be very
going to
helpful.
say,
Yeah.
Against.
Are we giving chase?
Are we?
well, it is.
Are we in danger of your crew firing upon us?
You look out the window and you don't see them. They're just starting to sail away at a very fast pace.
He?
I mean, if we chase them, they might not enjoy that, but
Here's the thing, and I'm pretty sure you saw it. I can make the ship invisible.
that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
I suggest we should
okay.
probably
Follow.
pursue.
Here's the thing. I would really appreciate your help in this.
He's already
Lieutenant.
working it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, there's a weapon on there that would be very helpful to strike at the Xaryxian Empire.
Oh,
So
just like a specific one that we can like swoop in, swoop out?
potentially, yeah.
Okay. I'm just saying, I don't know if we're like in numbers looking great against a bunch of
Because you said there were
your
10.
crew.
You
Yeah.
said there were 11, including you.
And yeah, you don't. if they are truly hostile, you don't want them touching you because they're not part of your crew. They will eat you.
Right.
They can't eat me.
They could try.
They could try.
You've already been once.
Yeah. You're a dick.
And also,
Point taken.
I approve of this stealthy approach just due to the fact that also we have a lot of gunpowder on that ship. Anything explosive might set it off and destroy the weapon. So let's not try to blow it up. I'm trying to keep calm. Am I keeping calm? Am I talking too much right now?
Make the ship invisible. We will move. I'm sure the ship's going because.
Yeah, you set off, and Garganhale waits for the opportune moment. Passes by a cloud, and the ship goes invisible. To you all, nothing's changed. As you are just floating through and cutting by through one of these clouds, you start to gain ground as the ship believes that it has, the last breath believes that it has made its escape. But as it's slowing down and you all follow behind, Garganhale asks, all right, so how are we going to drop in, drop out, get the weapon, and do all things?
Well, where is the weapon, first of all?
The weapon is in... Where is the shit?
So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It is in the lower part of the deck, in the cargo hold. Comes in 2 pieces.
Okay, is there any sort of loading dock or any way into the ship through the lower half?
Through the lower half. If you have the ability to cut into it, potentially.
Would it be easier to go ahead if we were to say come atop and drop down?
I mean, yes, but then you also have the chance of being caught.
Well, right, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, do we have a way to say cut a hole in the bottom of a ship?
I would say if we are able to get onto the deck of the ship, I may have a way to dispel the vampirates.
Dispel them?
Would that also dispel how focused would this be if we wanted to make sure we didn't just hurt everybody who's a vampire or just special?
They wouldn't be hurt.
Okay.
I am very against anyone being hurt.
Okay.
However, if I were able to get onto the ship, there is a capability that was built for this specific modification. I know that vampirates are not accustomed to certain things as of the smell of cloves, garlic.
Whoa, that is some old GB stuff.
Please, well, tell me
That
what
is not true. I mean, yes, we do have to be invited on the ships, and flowing water is a nightmare.
What is it, flowing water?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, I could make somebody, just as the ship is currently invisible, I could make a person invisible. If somebody wanted to go,
Yeah, is this weapon a one-person job or a multiple people job?
Two
Two
pieces.
Right.
One might be easier to transport than the other. The other one has to be carried.
Okay.
How big a circumference? Would it fit into a bag or a compartment?
Wait, into a magical bag.
Does it opening stretch or?
So it's
he takes a chair and sticks a chair into it.
Okay.
It's an extra dimensional space, and just don't put another one into another one, or you will. Believe me.
Well, that could be helpful. I don't know if it will fit. It's large and floaty. That one's easier. The other one's living, so you might not want to stick it in there.
Oh.
But the living one's unconscious, and you could carry it if...
Living? Could you describe this weapon a little bit more for me, please?
I don't know what it is.
Interesting.
But it is living. Does it have legs?
Yes.
Arms?
We just currently have it unconscious in the hole.
Is it a person?
Yes.
Is it also undead?
No. This is becoming 20 questions.
Well, it is. You posed us with a little bit of what I would call a moral quandary now.
But if we are in custody of this creature person thing, then we can make our own philosophical choices. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's retrieve and then consult later. Does that make sense?
Understood. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, I would propose the two of you potentially go over.
I'm fairly sneaky. I don't know how.
I am not as stealthy, however, I can provide a means of protection.
That is true.
And you could be invisible.
And I can be invisible. Mm-hmm. Though that would not... I cannot help you if I am invisible, unfortunately. They must see me. Out of game, or out of this. What? Okay. So what scares vampirates?
Turn undead.
Huh? Turn undead, yes.
That's what I have. Mm-hmm. But what, like, I'm talking about, like, creatively, what so up here, since it's not, I'm stereotypical and it's not garlic and cloves, what would scare a vampire from?
Stakes, like
your holy symbol.
Your holy symbol.
Oh, that's it? It's just scared of a holy symbol?
Holy symbols.
It channels your divinity.
Yeah.
Thank you. Nope, just gave it to me. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got it.
Thank you. Yep. Nothing.
Okay.
Thank
the
you.
flavor will happen later.
Yeah, the flavor's happening later. I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem.
I would also like
I got it.
Tossie, you have a very interesting magical item.
I do, and I'm going to give it to one of them, actually. I hand over a dust of sneezing and choking.
Okay.
Is that it? Yeah.
Oh, the other one I was also thinking, but that one works too.
Okay. So
Up to you.
The sort of the canteen that I've been carrying around with me since you've all met me, I hand it over and I entrust both of them with it and say that if you need to, you have 3 different commands for this. You open it and say stream, it produces some water for you. If you say fountain, more water. Geyser, even more water.
All right.
Is there a way to bless this water?
I mean, y'all are very holy. I don't know.
By the light of the sun.
Holy geyser.
Holy geyser.
Holy geyser.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
So I can make.
Thank you.
To you. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's concentration. Never mind. I can make one of you invisible.
If you need to be visible, then you might as well just make me invisible.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. You're not afraid of needles, right?
No.
Just waiting.
She points out
From the wedding dress.
Nice.
Just commitment.
Yeah. Just commit. No, she points out like tattoos on her arms. She's like, no, we're good. We're
okay,
good.
cool. All right. Bertie takes out and then presses a couple buttons and a giant needle comes out. She says, all right. And you turn invisible.
Cool.
Wow.
Whoa.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Can you?
And then
no.
Oh.
And then I'm going to cast bless. You
Oh yeah.
do good.
Oh,
We
all
be
right.
blessed.
So when you make ability checks, you will add a d4 to it.
Wonderful.
For how long?
I believe it's 1 minute. 10 minutes. 1 minute. So
1
as
minute?
soon as they're about to
As
go,
soon as they're about to go.
I'll
Can I buff them with resistance?
I believe that only lasts for a round, right?
Once before the spell ends.
Which is look up top in the listing of it. Should have
concentration up to a minute.
up to a minute. So you could do it for one of them if you so chose. Though who knows how long it'll take for them to do this mission. So it seems that you two will be going descending down onto the last breath. Anything else you would like to have prepped?
Specific directions to where the thing is.
And Gargan Hale.
Yeah, anything like if it's in a locked room or anything that might have enchanted where it is, any knowledge we can have to ensure a quick entry and exit.
Yeah. So Gargan Hale is like, yes, you'll be able to go down, and when you get down to the holding area, you'll need a key. Oh. Well, I forgot to have the key, so they'll have to unlock it at some point, but you can just unlock it right here.
Perfecto.
Yeah.
All right, and I think we should all be on deck in case anything goes wrong, and we can be there to assist. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure how quick we're gonna have to make an exit. So you be prepared to message somebody with a to the port, or whatever.
I have ways to transport one of you a distance. If you're within 90 feet, I can get you back on deck as long as you allow me to do it. So, although I have to be able to see you, so so.
Well, if they can't see me, then we'll be okay.
Okay. Just
if I fling myself off of the ship, just come catch me.
Say Jack Flap and
Jack Flap.
We're all in on this now.
So we add a D4 to whatever we need to.
Yeah, for the first minute.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Do you mind also, Ema? So I'm going to do a little...
Oh.
Yeah, we got our little emboldened bond on the two of us. So now we also get another D4.
Oh.
That's 2D4.
Everybody's got therapy.
And actually, we'll also reach out and be like, Undar, do you mind? And then we'll also connect, just in case, even though we'll be further away and it won't affect you. We can since we kind of manufacture this to be like an emotional connection, you'll probably be able to sense if we're both going, crap. Yeah.
You're just going to get pretty neutral, like, uh-oh. Ema's going to be like,
to kind of signal to them if we're...
Yeah.
And as you all tap in, just to repeat what we did with the others, what is a thought that sparks initially within Ema's mind that the other two can feel?
Actually, I think Ema's surprisingly calm right now. A little heist is pretty in her element. So she's all right. She's chill. She's got a plan. Even if she is maybe not, super happy that she hasn't really scoped out the area that she's breaking into yet.
What does MD8 feel and think?
I feel like you just get a vibe of confusion. It's very confused. Almost like... you're supposed to be doing something. It's just the vibe you're getting. You don't know what that means. It's like you're feeling like you have a purpose, but you don't know what it is anymore. Just kind of a little subtle wave of that over.
2,000. Give me... This isn't bad, but a wisdom saving throw, 13.
Okay. And is this with the plus 2d4 right now or not?
I would say no.
Okay. That is going to be wisdom saving. That's a 24.
24. Okay. Yeah, you continue on. And then what is a feeling that...
Undar's pretty comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah. He knows that this is not a mission for his
Emo corner.
stocky frame, and he is supported.
Yeah.
I appreciate that both times that you cast this, you and I were both confused.
Oh, yeah. It's like, we don't know what we're doing.
But a different kind of
Yeah.
And as you two settle up and get ready, Garganhale says, if I may, Lieutenant, we'll have you posted above the ship. You will have to descend down in some way. Fantastic. Crux comes over, reaches into a little pouch. Use this only if you need to. And you presses a small canister with a pin on it. Just pull the pin, toss it. Don't be near it.
Yeah. Okay.
He gives her hand.
I'm familiar.
That's
All
very
right.
kind of you. I mean, a grenade and... That's
not a grenade. It's a force grenade.
okay.
Sorry, it's just... it has the power of a star within it. I don't like the other one is shrapnel. And,
Sure. No, I mean, yeah. No worries.
Sorry, I'm being pedantic.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I like a
apologize.
grenade of any color and kind and shape and.
My best friend is a grenade.
He pulls Belinda off his back. Then you know the relationship.
I think y'all got
Actually,
closer than this.
He pulls his crossbow out and goes,
Oh.
yes. Actually, this is...
Boy, would you like to hold Belinda?
Oh, no.
Why not?
It might explode.
No, she won't.
Whoa, but it might.
Oh, come on, just
No,
hold
but it
Belinda.
might. It might explode. I've seen
Come
them.
on, hold.
The whole ships, they just blow up.
Oh.
Oh no.
That's right.
Did they feel this?
Was that a Belinda's?
Yeah. You guys are just like, oh my god. Actually, yeah.
Okay. So,
That's ironic. We're all connected.
Yeah. Oh, from the previous campaign. You should stream Stormwreck Island. Isle.
Dragons of
To
Stormwreck Isle.
understand
Of Stormwreck
why.
Isle. What is connected?
Oh.
that's special. I like that.
To that, yes, use that only if necessary. Again, there is a massive amount of gunpowder and alchemist fire within the hold.
Yeah.
So,
This is absolutely a last resort because I can't really approximate how I would end quickly enough with the amount of ammunition aboard. So, last resorts.
well, let's, fingers crossed, don't pray, please.
And then he casts Bless.
We're like, haha. You're like,
Habits.
It's okay, I understand. It's not that I'm anti-religion, I appreciate everyone's faith, but it literally burns me on the inside. So please...
It's like acid reflux.
Yeah. At which point...
the old communion wine coming back.
Take it down, Starbo.
Starbo lowers down, and you are, because the masts are about 50 feet in height, you are about, the base of the second wind the hull is about 50 feet up. The railing is 70 feet above.
Well, it's a good thing we got rope.
Mm-hmm.
So we can, there's some rope down and lower ourselves down as much as possible. And like, if we're still too high up, try and hit the mast and squiggle down.
Both of you. Stealth checks.
Oh.
You with advantage, I think, because you're
Advantage?
invisible. Not you. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. I'm at disadvantage. Yeah.
Don't forget your D4.
Oh, good call.
And your other D4.
Oh, you both get 2 D4s,
Goddamn,
so...
hell yeah.
So many
that's-
bumps.
Okay.
I knew I should have bought those here.
No, that was useful because that stealth plus 3, so it's a 21.
21.
13.
13. Ema. Cat-like. Just land down on the top mast within the middle of the ship. At the top, but no one's up here on this top mast. You both begin to descend down. And you can see milling about, just vampires, some at the railing, some playing with dice. Two of them are talking, one of them you recognize as, not Garçon, Gaston. Garçon!
Oh, gosh.
Gaston who's talking and like showing off his nails. He's like,
Francois still out there.
But you both make it down just to the base of the mast. You're still invisible, you not. You can see that milling about are the vampirates, and the ogre is sitting up top, just kind of.
Secular music.
Yeah. This is the jam right here.
But you see that along the stern castle is the door that Grimzod Garganhale told you to go towards.
Great, she's gonna go for it.
All right, you go for it. Another set of stealth checks, please.
I'm staying stationary.
Oh, you're staying.
I don't think, if I haven't been seen yet, I think,
Yeah, I think that's
I'm not going to move.
Great.
I will not move until something happens.
Another 21.
Another 21. You.
Oh, do you want me to stealth for standing still? Or
Yes, because they are milling about, so like you're just
You're
trying
just
to like. Mhm.
21.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're watching watching them go around the mast, and you're just.
I made a mahogany just.
Yeah. We're gonna get the upgrade up there.
Yeah.
It's just the new one.
Somebody put a figurehead on the.
Strange place to put it, but.
Ima, you are able to open the door and descend downwards. And just as you make it to the bottom of the stairs, you see two vampires just walking along that way. You press up against the wall, your invisibility helping you as they just talk about it. It's like, it's been a while since we've eaten. I know, really. Like, can we stop at some planet anywhere? Like, some fast food would be great. And then they keep walking down the hallway. You continue to follow Gargan Hale's instructions. Another set of stealth checks, please.
Ooh.
Whoops. I'll keep that.
11.
19.
19. Just going around the post. Meanwhile, Ima, as you are going through, you open up a door and it just... Hey, someone there? You go through, close the door. Or no.
Leave door open.
Mm-hmm.
Go through.
You slip in through. Hey, guys, this ain't funny, okay?
Oh, no.
I really don't like jump scares, okay? It's not funny. Okay, and then he continues to follow down. I will say, if you get another successful stealth check, you have found a way to just keep that pattern going. While Ima, you're go ahead and roll another.
Oh, are we doing it? Okay. Mm-hmm. Wait, is that what I think it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wasn't that one?
Mm-hmm.
Plus
Well,
5.
I got a 25, so I
Nice.
guess that balances out.
Very good. That's great.
That's okay.
You make it to the door in which Gargan Hale tells you to go for. That is, in fact, locked. Up top for you, as you were keeping track of those who were circling around, you didn't quite notice that the yodeling was getting closer. And as it does, you just kind of see Clive, the ogre zombie, nearby, just going...
Will
Slow registration going across his brain. You see that it's going to be about another 6 seconds before something happens.
Sure. We'll take in that noise and then amplify and give it back. The same noise.
The same noise.
The same noise.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to harmonize at all?
Yeah, we could try it.
I can't harmonize. Don't ask me.
Oh, let's see. Let's go.
Go ahead and roll me a performance check.
I'm gonna need that as a ringtone.
That's not gonna be fair.
That's beautiful.
Do I still have your bless, and then my okay. So that's
Oh, man.
2, so that's 12 plus 6. That's 18.
Ooh.
18. There's a bit of a modulation you have to do to get it in time, as while it is nice and soothing, it doesn't really have much of a rhythm. But you can eventually find ways that you are nice hopping over each other and creating this weaving melody that you can hear you can feel the any tension within the crew. They're just kind of all sitting back and remembering days gone by. Gaston's looking at his nails. It's like, gosh, I should really, really make sure I find them again. These are great. Meanwhile, Ima, you open the door, and within this small storage room, you see this floating black, I guess, plinth, if you will, just a large rock-ish kind of figure, but it's just almost upside down teardrop shape, but a little bit more elongated. And then on the ground, you see an unconscious figure. And you can tell by their features they are elven.
Oh, good. Okay. I am going to go ahead and wrap up the plinth thing, I guess, that is component number 1, I'm assuming, and I want to put that in the bag.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is going to be terrible.
Make me a sleight of hand check. It's a pretty large object, but like, see how you can like scoop it in there.
That is fine. Look, my sleight of hand is +9, so even without, I've got an 8 plus a 9, plus another 5. So
22.
Yeah.
As you are able to slide it in, what's left is this unconscious but breathing being who seems to be in quite nice regalia.
Okay. I like a full-sized adult, I guess is the thing. Okay, so that's big. And
Guys? Are you still down here?
Scared vampire.
Please? You know, I really don't like it when you guys jump out. It's not funny. And you just hear the footsteps slowly approaching.
Okay. If what breaks invisibility?
Attacks, spells, and
Attacking someone else?
Casting a spell. Doing other things are usually fine. It's usually when it's doing to like affect someone else. But you can carry things as well.
But anything that target carries is also invisible.
Oh.
So if you can carry them, they are invisible.
Sure.
Oh, the person?
Okay.
Or the creature?
I
know that.
think.
Huh.
Okay, we're gonna reverse this just a touch. I'm gonna take the thingy bopper back out of the bag and let it go where it was. I am going to hide.
You hide. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check at advantage. You are still invisible for a few more moments.
I think it's 1 hour.
Oh, 1 hour?
Yeah, greater invisibility is a minute, but also you can attack people.
Oh, wow. Wait,
But I don't-
invisibility is an hour?
Yeah.
Whoa, okay, never mind. I was like, there's a time clock on this? Okay, nope.
I mean, there still kind of is.
There's more to this guy.
Don't get religious up there.
Yeah.
Be careful.
What is that?
28.
28. You hide back there.
Dang.
What am I doing? I subtract. I'm an idiot. I included both of my dice. Oh my god!
Mixing it
47.
Sorry. 500. No, so that's 12, 4, 16, 19. I'm so sorry.
19. Okay.
Advantage means you get to add the d20s,
exactly.
right?
Both the d20s.
So you hide in that storeroom.
Yeah.
Door still open? All right. Door's still open. You start to hear the boot clicks of this vampire coming in. Guys, if I will punch you so hard if you hop out. I'm not kidding, okay? I know we're not supposed to have conflict on the ship, but this is like stepping on personal articles here, okay? Personal articles of me. Guys, and steps into the room. Does not see you. Okay, this door shouldn't be open. Is there someone here? Hello? Okay. Just gonna start walking more into the room, like check behind some crates. Okay. Just breathe. Looks over where you're at, but you're tucked away nice and clean. Okay, maybe the door just blew open. Agony, are you messing with me right now? At which point you see the spectral ghost of the tiefling come up. It's like, no, we've established this. I don't like that's not cool. If someone's messing with you right now, I don't do that. Okay, I know you don't do that, but some of the other guys just like really try to mess with me and it's not cool. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Hey, I don't know why the door was open. They don't see you either. But hey, let's go up right now. I gotta say, Clive is... I don't know how he's doing the duotone on his voice, but he is really getting a nice tone. That training he's been doing is paying off.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. And it... I don't know. This whole betrayal, mutiny thing is just messing with my head. I understand. Hey, with Garganhail gone, you know what? We'll just do normal pirate stuff. We'll go steal some things. We'll do some raids. And, you know, we'll really get settled in and... Hey, we're the family now. Okay? Okay. Yeah. No, sorry. It's just been really messing with my head. It's okay. Let's go out there. And the ghost, as best it can with its spectral form, leads out the vampire and closes the door behind.
We're going to give it a beat. And then she's going to go back and put the thing in the bag and pick up, or attempt to pick up
Athletics
the
check,
person.
please.
Oi with the athletics. Oh, right, 0. So that's actually 19 for the athletics check.
You hoist this person up quite light, even for yourself. And as you lift them up, you see their dangling face, and it takes you by surprise for a moment, because it is the exact same face that you have seen for a good portion of your journey that has occupied Zalorm's face.
If anything gives her away, it's her just going out.
Guys!
Guys, stop it!
Oh, I don't like that noise.
Specifically.
Just because I want to see if you get it that one. Can you roll for me, please?
I got an 18. Sorry.
Good.
You just hear
She's
it's like
really too good at being sassy.
you just hear off in the distance a bit. It's like, no, he really has. That's some great tone, great versatility, great beautiful baritone. And they leave upwards and out. What do you do next, Ema?
All right, we are going to go back to the door. Okay, it is not locked. Good.
Yeah.
Great. So we're going to go ahead and slowly work our way out now that we have more weight. And head back up to the deck.
Yeah, head up to the deck, and I won't make you roll because it seems that Clive and MD8 have created quite a concert that the folks on the bridge, it's become a bit of a shanty in which the sounds are a bit more chugging to
Oh, you want me?
Go ahead and give me another performance.
With that?
Yeah.
A lot of work.
Oh, and then 2 of these. So that's
Yeah.
16, 18, 20. Dirty 20.
20. Just the folks on the ship are having the grandest time. You see a couple vampires join arms and are doing a little jolly jaunt on the deck. The others gonna be like, yes, yes, yes! Gaston! Francois is It's a merry time, and you come up to see all of the crew have joined up top.
Oh, good.
They have Hocus Pocus Witch Dance. Dance till you die!
Great. Can I get back to the mast? I want to get up behind MD8.
Another stealth check, please. Yes, and I would say that probably the bless is done. It's a minute, right?
Yeah.
So one of your d4s is gone.
Okay, by D4.
Whoops.
21.
21.
What is this again? What are we doing?
Just
Stealth.
stealth for
Just me.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Okay.
21.
21. You're able to weave your through. At one point, there's some that are just joining arms and like, yes! oh gosh, when was the last time we danced and relaxed for a bit? And you have to like dance your way around and feel a little bit top heavy with the cargo that you are carrying.
Sure.
You find yourself at the mast and are right next to MD8.
She is going to quietly, as she can't be like, what did you? Never mind. I got it. Let's go. And she's going to. If I need to start using you as a ladder, I will do so. But attempt to ascend back up the mast.
Okay, since you are carrying a person.
Yeah.
The DC, even with them being lighter, is a 20.
Makes sense.
That sucks. Athletics. Curses. That's 15.
15. You attempt to start pulling yourself up with this extra cargo over your shoulder, and it is very difficult. You're ascending like 5 feet before you already feel your arms shaking from the muscle strain that you're not used to this kind of physical activity. You could continue to push. I would ask for a Constitution saving throw.
I mean, we'll try it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 10.
10.
Yeah.
I will say that is the minimum you had to have to continue going.
Right.
But it's difficult.
Yeah.
What are you doing right now, Emily?
I'm assuming, since still invisible, I'm seeing, like, this... Is it like a rope
Just like the...
ladder? Like,
Are you using a...
Yeah, how are you getting up?
I mean, you can climb up, like, there's, like, the rope laddery stuff that goes up the mast. I don't know what's right at the mast or exactly how we got down, but I am reversing the process,
I
whatever
would say
process we
down,
used.
like, straight down the mast. They have, like, a singular rope that goes up with knots on it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
To help climb upwards.
That's fine.
So that's what you're doing? Oh, girl. Okay.
That's why.
So I'm just seeing, like, you know when you actually see someone pulling, I can see that the top bit has remained at the same spot for a while. So I'm like, and still trying to mimic, is this thing still looking straight at me?
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna kind of just like take the arms and go whoop, like around and then start pushing, like grasping for something invisible, and whatever I hold on to, just like try and do a little
boost. This will help in this portion, and I'll say it will get you to the middle or the most lower mast.
Okay.
But there are still 2 more above that.
Sure.
Go ahead and roll with advantage.
Choreography now, the song.
13.
13. You give that extra push, and it is not happening right now. I would say right now the endeavor is not going to be fruitful. But you are still invisible. The vampirates are still having their fun aboard it.
What's going on? Do you mind if I ask? What's going on up top? Because I'm assuming they're looking. They're watching.
What do we see?
Yeah.
From the invisibility of the ship looking down, Gargan Hill asks you to just skew it just slightly so that way they can get a bigger bird's eye view of it. You can see MD8 and all the dancing vampirates just having a time.
Does the captain look, how does he feel about how good a time they're having right after
that's so funny.
Oh, right. Yeah, we've never had this much fun.
Again, the metal mask hides whatever the mouth is doing, but you just see a little, I sing a good tune. I enjoy a good dance.
Lieutenant, what if we take the ship underneath so they can jump onto the tree or something? But we have to tell them we can jump onto the tree.
I'm okay with that, but I want to maintain eye lines because I can't help if I can't see them.
Yeah, it's a risky one. We'll have to...
How many times can you do that?
How many times can I help?
Yeah.
Well, I can teleport one person one time.
Okay.
So I can help one person.
Right.
There's other things I can do. I can cast Featherfall. I can,
If only we could also send a message.
Maybe if I think real hard.
I'm going to think real hard. And say,
Have some thoughts.
we're going to take the ship underneath. You can jump down to your safety.
Okay.
Jump off the starboard side.
Yeah. I will allow a distinct message to pass through if you give me a... what should it be? Wisdom... Flat wisdom, DC 13.
Okay.
What is it?
7.
7. You two get the feeling that you should jump.
Yeah, as Ema got up to a point where she was just like, nope, she's gonna try and get back down and be like, we'd already kind of came up with you need to send a message that's like, pick a side, and we are going to run for that side. Or at least I will run for that side, and you can be transported as long as you're within visual range. So, if you wanna...
Can I? Oh, I can't.
If you can...
So I just feel like...
Sending... Jack flap.
Okay, so this is going to come through on both your arm thing and then I guess through, whatever. Plans have changed. Ema is heavier. We'll be jumping off starboard side within 30 seconds.
Oh, wow.
That seems fast.
Yeah.
If I fling myself out into space, but the boat's invisible too. You're gonna have to become visible.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to.
Well, I'm visible.
I relay that to you, and I say,
if I'm jumping, I need to know what I'm jumping towards.
We're gonna have to be visible. Well,
or I can fling myself into space, become uninvisible, and you guys can catch me. Yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
If you attack something, it'll.
Yeah,
I can drop concentration at any time.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I have a way to break concentration, or to break that, because I can physically change how I look anyway.
Yeah.
So I assume that'll break invisibility. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is there something on the deck of the ship that I could hit with fairy fire? That might be small enough for them to see?
Give them a target.
Oh, on your ship?
Ours.
Unfortunately, because it is on your ship, it will be invisible.
Sure.
Yeah.
I see.
But can you make an outline? Because fairy fire does impact invisibility. It'll still create the outline.
True.
So could we just do one object so that they have a target?
Okay. I'll let that happen.
A cot. A cot.
All right.
A glass of water. Exactly. The mime outfit on.
Yeah.
I'll answer back. Understood. We'll make a target for you. If I can see you, I can give you a soft landing.
Okay. They're coming. Actually, no. We'd probably be able to kind of continue doing that while saying we'll put my arms in a I'm going to hold you position. Get into my arms and we will. I have received a message. They're giving us a target to jump into. They need to see us. They can see me.
Okie dokie. And she
Leap of faith.
she is getting herself, I guess, into your arms as well as holding our other person.
Okay, you within athletics checks from you, please.
Sure. Nope, this isn't gonna work. Oh no.
Plus your D4.
Oh, I just did that. Yeah. Oh, that's a 3 plus 3. That's a 6.
kaboom, just land on the ground as you leap in. I will say that the cargo that you're holding stays invisible with you, but the sound happens and the ogre stops and like, and all the mirth just kind of dies. It's like, hey, Clive, why'd you stop singing?
For sure.
What?
Slowly, stealth check, please.
Great. 11.
11. Ooh, they're starting to come aboard, like surround the area of like. Is there something wrong, Clive? They do see you finally, and they're like, who are?
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is 3x410, MD8.
Where did you come from? Is this from down below? From one of our previous? What? Who are you? Meanwhile, I would like a proficiency check with you. Just roll a d20 plus your proficiency to see if you can navigate your boat in the right position.
13.
13. You hear the creaking of the ship come around off onto the starboard side. It doesn't stop sound, but you just hear the creaking, and people are starting to become alert as to what is possibly transpiring. But then...
Would you all like to hear a joke?
Persuasion check, please.
Okay.
It's going to be Francois. Yes!
Ooh, that's 15 plus... That's 18.
18. Gaston is like, oh, wait, I remember this guy. Oh, yes. They were part of that crew before, but like, tell us the joke.
Sure. I believe you will all find... And it's actually going to be backing away.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't... With that 11, I'm assuming I heard, like... No, I'm hearing Funky Monkey.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it'll kind of be like pushing... like walking backwards. What do you call... You would all appreciate this, being vampirates. What do you call a nasty little gremlin creature that practices blood magic?
They all look around. They all look at each other. Clive is the first to be like... What?
A hemogoblin.
You got it.
Oh, that was pretty good. Hey, do you have another one?
Yes, I do. If we were to be fighting an undead centaur, would we be beating a dead horse?
That's pretty good. At which point, last stealth check from you, Ema.
Oh my god. Hemogoblin. So good. No.
It's a 6.
6. Your foot catches on a loose plank, because this is quite the derelict ship.
Sure.
Your knee hits the ground. You let out a bit of What was that? Wait a second. You said this guy was part of the other crew? Oh, yeah, no. Wait a second. Why are you here? And they all start drawing crossbows.
How close are we to the,
About 10 to 5 feet.
And are we, oh, we can't see this because we're underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Ema is going to do her best to jump.
Mm-hmm.
Use the thingy that she got from Bayron and cast Geyser to jettison herself.
Yes, and out of nowhere, a torrent of water just as you get higher arc than you were expecting.
No doubt,
Just get
that's fine.
Sent off, still invisible, with the cargo in your arms. They all take the water and they're like, river, get out of the way. Anybody good? Everybody good. Okay, we can't cross it, but...
Bye. And then fly back. Yeah.
I will say 2 attempt to clip you.
Okay.
One of those is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
And you take 7 points of damage as one of the arrows just sticks into a part of your mahogany leg as you fly off getting sprinkled by water. And as that happens, I'd like one more wisdom saving throw, 15 DC.
Okay. 17.
17, you're fine.
I don't know what that is. Yeah. I like when people looking at
You descend off, and then
Whiz
you all
rolls,
see
man.
this geyser erupt, and with the stars and nebulae, it creates a sprinkling rainbow
No.
across the sky.
That's beautiful.
And then all of a sudden, the water kicks out, and you can see just like a bit of a shimmer falling past your ship, past the edge. And then you watch as MDA just going
Do I have
straight down.
Do I have visibility on all falling members?
You can only see right now MD8.
Can I, seeing kind of this and seeing the water just...
And did you place down your fairy fire on something?
I cast something. I cast it, and let's just say it's like on one of the, or a few of the planks that are on the deck.
A few of the planks, you see just like a glowing green square. Oh, let's make it an X. It's pirates. A glowing green X.
I thought about that. I was like, would I? If the
X
planks
marks
are
the
all.
spot.
Yeah.
Bling.
Why not?
Yes.
I want to cast a spell.
Go.
See invisibility.
Same.
Your eyes open out, and you can see Ema overshooting the side of your ship.
Oh,
Yeah, I yell that out. Oh,
I got it here!
And I
Eva!
see it.
I'll wait.
I was gonna say, you're holding it.
I'll take concentration.
And you just see Ema free falling out
Okay, so as
and
a
away.
reaction,
How far?
well, first off, I'll cast Featherfall on everyone, all the falling people.
And you, as you're falling back, just hear it. And you lighten. Same as you, Ema. But you're still slowly descending past the ship. Soon to be another Francois. And this-
Waves at Francois as we pass. Hey, buddy. Hey.
You'll get used to it.
Commodore, a grappling hook.
Grappling hook? What? When did we install a grappling hook?
Well, I was thinking about it, but I haven't quite gotten to it yet.
We have a.
Where'd the rope go?
We have a trebuchet off the back if you want. I don't want to shoot her.
Oh gosh, I can only teleport one person, and she's holding a person. I can't teleport. I gotta choose, and I can't choose because.
Why don't you just drive over here? Come get
I was gonna say, can I?
Yeah.
Okay, that's how.
Help.
You have to wait for MD8 to descend first. And he lightly touches down,
Mary Poppins.
Yeah, exactly.
joining the invisibility. You see all the other vampires looking over. It's like, where'd he go? There's one floating over there! And they start to route their ship at the same time. You have to pilot your way in, at which point, Ema, you slowly...
Still invisible? Yeah.
Oh no, like
No,
you
it's
can...
I broke broken.
invisibility.
Yeah.
And you,
I remember.
What do you remember? Use your spell.
and you have to position your ship to try and catch her. One more
Proficiency
check for me, please.
Let's go.
Go, Spelljammer.
Ooh.
Oh.
8.
You try and swoop in and catch, and you
I
just
got
watch
Featherfall. It'll be
Ema
okay-ish.
just slowly descending, at which point the last breath is just starting to make a beeline for the floating object. And one of them's like, wait a second, she's got the princess!
Geyser.
You just watch Ema just start.
I can't stop doing. I mean, it's good.
If the ship is in within, I'm gonna run and try and get as close to the ship as I can. The second wind and cast Moonbeam on it.
Oh, the last breath.
Oh.
Yeah. The last breath.
Last breath. You get in as close as you can, you aim the beam, and just radiant light shines down, and all of them are like...
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What about Captain?
Unfortunately, though, the Spelljammer is not on the top deck. They are within the Stern Castle. But you do see that, or some of them begin to scatter about, but they're still beelining towards Ema, who's just jettisoning out with the geyser.
Can I? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Can I try and swoop again?
Yes, go ahead and try for another swoop.
Can I-
As these
This
ships...
time I'm gonna add luck, which I've not been using.
Oh.
Yeah, so I let's just say I tap into with
It's a feat.
Starbow, and there's something that like it's
Yeah, you tap and it's like, hey,
no mail,
I
buddy.
understand this is attention.
It's some tense.
Yo, you just we gotta trust each other.
I trust you.
I trust you. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
All right. And with that, you are able to, with luck.
It's all right. Here we go. So it's 14. 14.
14. Also having to navigate the beelining last breath. You are taking this ship of the second wind kind of encircling around. You all feel yourself just loop around trying to avoid as this singular person is just rocketing across the liminal space between. And you are able to just swoop in and up. It's like, hey, thanks for trusting me, buddy.
Hey, appreciate you.
Appreciate you. And you watch as Ima, you are nice and evenly scooped up into the second wind, and they're like, wait, where'd they go? Wait. And the ship slows down of the last breath. And they're all just trying to peer over the sides as you all coast off.
Rainbow.
Excuse me. Hello.
You already landed.
Oh, I did? I thought it was still floating. I was still floating in space. I was like, hello.
We leave it. We got it.
Hey, buddy, it's okay.
It'll be fine.
Protocol fulfilled, and just shuts himself down. Yeah, just shuts himself
Go into
down.
stasis.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a bumpy ride.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know I got caught.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You're okay.
Sorry, I might have said that in a loud laughing moment. But no, you all are back upon the second wind. As you make your way off and about, heading towards the astral sea in your arms. And as you all see, another Zalorum just breathing quietly.
I think we need to have a conversation with Zalorum. Zalorum.
I didn't notice her at first, but I run over to Ima, and I'm just like, that was amazing.
Thanks, this was really fun. And she that was so dope.
You used it so well, and you for the first time, you see just this little crack of smile on his face, and it was like, that was amazing, and he kind of just goes back. And then he notices Zolram.
Yeah, you just see a Zalorum there, and that's disconcerting.
Well, maybe one's with an X and one's with I'm getting sort of Princess and the Pauper vibes here. Maybe we go get our friend from below decks.
Yes. Or maybe we should take this person down below decks. Put them in a bed. Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Dignity and such, and honor and integrity, and.
Are you still shut down?
No.
If he was floating,
if I was still floating in space.
I heard some of your singing. It was pretty good.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was just mimicking the
Yeah.
whatever that was.
MD8, could you assist me, please?
Yes, of course, sir. And then we'll grab, the princess and then carry them down to wherever I'm told.
Do you take them to an empty bed or straight to Zalorum's room?
Let's take them to an empty bed first.
Maybe we go get Zalorum.
We'll bring her over.
Yeah.
Okay. So this transpires. You're able to put one Zalorum in the bed. You retrieve the other Zalorum who sees the person before them. Oh. Well. This is a moment.
You could say that, yes.
We have been expecting this moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of get this hoity-toity vibe.
Oh, jeez. It's a little hard to lose when it is your only upbringing.
And then immediately, such, what's the word? Reverence gets down and does his, stars must burn bright. Princess, He's never actually seen her.
No.
Yeah.
Why would he?
At which point, the shimmering facade fades, and you do see a very high cheekbones, regal-looking elf, blonde hair tied up into a well-done bun to keep her long hair down, a little tendril coming off the side. The flowy robes of the handmaiden disappear, and you see a brass chest plate, a long red dress with black accents, and this long hood that comes up and around that right here at the head is a semicircle, but then shoot out, giving the sense of like a star behind her head. And you know this person to be Princess Sadali.
So,
Well, no, but we have escaped. It's very good.
yeah. So this is the real Zalorum here,
Yes.
your handmaiden.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know the company I would be keeping. So, before I was jettisoned off, Zalorum said to take on her appearance, and this is where we find ourselves.
I think that's reasonable. So now we can get to real work, though.
Yes, in a way, but I have yet to locate the Zodar, and this coalition that Commodore Krax is offering is also a smart endeavor. My brother has many forces. He has the Empire behind him, and I have you.
Well,
He
Well,
won't be expecting us.
About that, you have us, but you haven't been exactly honest with us.
I mean, you have to understand the company I would be keeping, hearing some of the language and wherever I might have found myself. It's... As royalty, I am a bargaining chip no matter where. Notice how Captain Garganhale referred to me as a weapon.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Were you actually attacked by your brother?
Yes, we were.
Okay. And then, you escaped, but Zalorum ended up on a vampire ship.
That I do not know what would have transpired afterwards.
So you don't know where this avatar is. You haven't been keeping any information from us.
No. It is still my goal to find it. Whatever it may do, that is the question. It is part of ancient lore within our culture, an avatar of the god of Corlon. Creation of theirs. That, well, would be a boon to whoever held it.
And you weren't heading any specific place when you got attacked?
We were heading to Doomspace, in fact. So I found it to be opportunistic to ride along with you all.
And what was your plan when you got there?
Continue to do research. Maybe with gentle pushing and ingratiating myself with you all, but that did not work out, as I am not the most apt with social interactions, it would seem.
Me too.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean,
Yeah, well, you didn't attack us.
Yeah, that's a good first step, for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You didn't have to have a code that says don't eat people as rule number 1.
At which
well,
point,
that's it.
Captain Gargo, hey, okay, we learned our lesson, okay? You learn as you go along. I'm pretty sure I said that.
Yes, no tricycles would be number 5.
No tricycle. Well, do not get involved with space clowns then.
What's wrong with tricycles? I love it.
They just
Whoa. Do not dally with the true nature of a tricycle. They are demons that space clowns ride into hell and space and back.
fascinating.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Space clown?
Yes,
Like
they come from the clownverse.
Okay,
Imagine
after we
space.
wrap this up, we're going.
I mean, yeah.
We're in the opposite reaction.
Yeah! No, just a big old no.
They attack with their formidable balloon swords.
Is that where you got the mime thing? Or is that a faction?
I
or was there a war?
may have
clown.
I may have defeated a space clown before.
Oh,
Cheers to you, Undar.
incredible. Anyway.
They are literal fiends. Like, I'm undead. They are fiendish. Like, do not mess with space clowns. And you can
The
see
more
it.
you say it.
Chills are going down my back speaking about it.
Is there anything in space that's like not scary?
Am I?
No, I'm like. Just like, I don't know.
I mean, I'm not scary. I don't think it. Am I? I mean,
I
I've
mean,
been.
pirates are a little as like a
I'm
job
a
source.
comical.
They're
And
real.
I've been attempting to be most hospitable. If I am scary, please let me know.
No, I'm not. I don't. I just mean, there's a lot of scary things out. I mean, everything is scary, but like, is there anything you run into that's just like, oh, that's so sweet? Like you're doing your job. You're doing what you need to be doing, and I respect that. But I wouldn't call you cuddly.
Oh.
I mean, I thought the pig. They were mafia. Anyway,
That is true. They were very cute.
they were really cute.
They were
though.
very cute, but they did in fact want to
Break some legs.
break legs.
Yeah.
They had bats.
I mean, if you find a space guppy out there, they're quite cute. They got
Okay.
3 little eyes. They're golden, and they just kind of float around.
I can work with Guppy. Guppies.
Space hamsters, giant space hamsters.
Hamsters, yes. Giant space hamsters are about this size.
Oh, that's okay. Giant
but then-
for a hamster,
Here.
not like giant for.
This is giant space hamster. I believe on some planets they do become this larger than I.
But they
We'll
wouldn't be
see
space
how it
hamsters
goes.
anymore.
These
if
would
they're
be
on
the miniature giant hamster.
Yes.
So, anyway. You need to stop researching.
What did you just?
I don't know if you can see the little giant space hamster. So
Just keep that over your face for the rest
Slow
of
zoom.
the day.
We'll put up an image in post, sure.
MD would still be terrified of it. But
It's got no wings.
That is true. Yeah, no. I the player, know about space
I
clowns.
don't know.
I
Eva
had
has
no idea.
about space clowns.
Anyway, welcome aboard.
Officially.
Yeah, and you notice that we sort of aligned with you, even though we had never met.
Yes, I find that to be...
Stupid.
No, I... trusting. A little naive, but,
It's my middle name.
that does track.
Yeah.
Well then,
So, does that change our plans at all? Meeting up with Warwick and everything. I mean, do you have any allies in the Empire?
I mean, there are certainly sympathizers with my cause, but it's not a vocal movement per se.
What the prince did to you, I mean, within your own culture, is illegal, right?
Assuming it was reported as such.
What does your word do in that situation? And your handmaiden, and
I mean, I'm certain it would have some sway, but if it was not reported at all, or reported in falsity, I would assume that the people might not take it.
they might think it's another power play
Yes.
on your part. All right, well, I don't really want to interact with the Empire anymore anyway, so should we go to Warwick still? Is that still the plan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mhm.
No, I think if we honestly get you out of here, we can let them perhaps think you're dead. We would be able to work a little bit more covertly without the Empire following us, per se.
Little deception goes a long way.
So, was Zalorum the only thing on the ship? Wasn't there something else
Oh yeah, the other. I mean, pulls out the weapon thing.
Oh, yes.
This, I guess my bottle would be a good but make this really large.
Oh.
No.
Kind of it seems to have different ridges. It seems to be kind of tucked into itself, but it is just floating. At which point you do see Zadalee just eyes go wide.
Princess?
Where did you find this?
It was in the hold with your handmaiden.
Looks over at Garganhale. Hey, I mean, I just assumed it was a weapon when we made a raid on the prince. That wasn't a successful one, and so we grabbed it, assuming this is the Zoda. And that's where we're going to end the episode for Light of Xaryxis. Thank you all so much again for joining us here. Thank you all so much for joining us as this playthrough of Light of Xaryxis continues. Again, this is Quest in Chaos. If you would love to support us, which we would appreciate very much, join us at patreon.com/questandchaos. Follow us here on YouTube, hit that bell for notifications, check us out on Twitch, and if you want to hear whatever we are doing, getting all the notifications, our Discord link is in the links below. But until then, happy adventuring, my friends!